Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the classic Panasonic R-1493. This is an AM portable radio. Rock on. During this video, perform a daytime AM band scan. Here we can hear in the Chicagoland area. I think I picked this radio up 5 years ago, and it's been about 4 or 5 years since I've done a band scan with it, so I figured I'd reintroduce it to the channel. It's a very unique style. So, first we'll go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, and third we'll start cruising the daytime AM band, because we only have one band. One band to rule them all. The AM band. I love the AM band, as you guys know. I do the heck out of medium wave band scans for sure. So let's check this out. The R-1493, made in Japan by Panasonic. I love this radio. I think it's fun. So yeah, let's check out features of this bad boy. So it came in around 1975, 76, I believe, right around that era. Maybe a little later, maybe. But I know it's a 70s radio, just right around mid-70s. So you're looking at a 50-year-old radio that still rocks. I really like it. It's still a lot of fun to use. And you can find these selling on eBay for right around 20 to 30 bucks if you wait for a good deal. If you don't wait for a good deal, it might be 30, 40, maybe 50 bucks. You can get different colors. They came in white, black, and I don't know if there's another color, but I did see white and black. The white, of course, doesn't age well. A lot of yellowing, of course. But the black, of course, perfect. Looks great. Almost the day it was made, sort of. Mine's a little beat up, but not too bad. But yeah, so let's check out features of the R-1493. We have a earphone jack right there. Single ear only, I'm sure. We have a carry handle. This goes up and down, which is kind of nice. I like that. Aluminum sides. You don't see metal too much in radios anymore. Cool. This is more of like an economy line model, I believe. They had fancier ones. Over the front, we got two switches. We have a battery or AC operation. So this actually has a built-in AC cord, which I'm not going to be able to show you because the back's really difficult to pull off. But yeah, it has an AC cord attached to the radio, and there's a big transformer inside here. So yeah, you can plug it right on the wall and done. You don't have to worry about batteries if you don't want to. But there you go. Battery or AC mode. And over here we have high-low tone control. Not much of a difference. When you put it on high, you hear a lot of high-pitched hiss. I just put it on low and eliminate it. Down here we have a, I want to say, yeah, it's close to 3-inch when it's mounted, but I measured just the speaker itself. It's 2.5 inches. So it's not a super large speaker, and it's right in this area here. Not down here, up here. Our dial, it says 530 to 1600, and you can see there you have like a log scale on each side. It's pretty nice. So if you're marking your stations, you got two sides to mark it on. And you get this nice bright orange indicator. I love this. Nice and narrow and fairly accurate on this dial, so I love it. And my radio goes up to 1650 kilohertz in the evening, so we'll see what it does during the day. You all listed. You don't see that every day. Household radio. Sweet. Right hand side, we got our tuning wheel and volume on-off control. Of course, all analog. They didn't have DSPs back in the day. Yeah, that's something of the future. So here you go. There's our little tag. It says 525 to 1605. Okay, it runs on 4 AA batteries when you're running on battery power. So it's not the greatest, but at least it's can get you portable if you want to. And made in Japan. It's got this metal locking screw. You use a nickel to open it up and pry it. See how hard that is? Somebody must have really went at it. I try to be careful. I usually pull from the side here and it comes off. A little spot for the AC cord to come out as well, because the AC cord is permanently attached and it resides in a little AC bay in there. So nice. Let's do a quick size comparison. We'll start cruising daytime band. Yeah. I'm kind of curious on how well this performs. It has been a while. Let's see. We'll bring out CC Pocket in the house. There you go. It's 10:31 a.m. That's Central Standard Time under Chicago, Illinois, USA. The month is January 2025. We're in a cold snap, so we're at sub-zero temperatures. So I have the heat running, so if you hear some noise in the background, like click, bang, it's my pipes banging, and yeah, the heat running. So that's what's going on. I usually turn that off for my videos, but not today. It's too cold in the Chicago Midwest. So here you go, Skywave 2. I'll use this for frequency checking because if I get lost in the dial, I go to here. Typically, during the day, I don't get lost. But in the evening, I might. But this is still fairly accurate. But this is here just in case. And then we have a deck of cards if you don't have those two radios. Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can shake it like no one can. He loves his AM radios made in Japan land. Yeah, he's Iron Man. Sing it with me. He's Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can sing it faster than you can, man. Anyway, I know it's little fuzzies and stuff. Let's get it off the table. It's going to bug the heck out of me. All right. I love it. Yes, I can't stand little fuzzes. As you guys know, obsessive with that. All right, so we're going to turn it on. Right on. So, shows you the time again. 10:32 a.m. Central Standard Time, Chicago, Illinois, USA. All right, whoops, wrong one. We're at the bottom of the band. All right. Go to our first station. There it is. Now I turn the radio to the north. It'll orientate that large 4-inch ferrite antenna, which I forgot to mention. Yeah, 4 inches of ferrite goodness towards the station we're trying to receive. Should be good during the day.
Which is giving assistance to those folks in Southern California devastated by those wildfires. Just one little thing.
So 540 AUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. Yeah, nice.
Expected to be sworn in shortly after 11 o'clock. One side note that I wanted...
Inauguration day as well.
Speaker of the House, Moses Mike Johnson, wanted to have all the flags at full staff for the inauguration, even though they're supposed to be at half staff because of Jimmy Carter's death. But apparently it's so cold in Washington, it's only like 27 degrees. It's not that cold.
Nice.
But the ropes are frozen.
And now, the second lady being let in, as well as the first lady, Melania Trump, being escorted in. She is wearing...
Okay, here's 560 WIND Chicago.
Flat-brimmed hat, a black hat, very sleek jacket and scarf.
You know, it's funny that music they're playing for the inauguration is probably copyrighted.
Fresh, but not having the organization, not having the streamlined system that he has in place today. And so what you're going to see is kind of the culmination of being around the block a few times, having the wisdom.
We're going to hear a lot of political talk, I imagine. 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois, NPR station. This is 150 miles to the southeast.
See that obviously today.
Volume's a little touchy. I did clean it up with some deoxic. Now, if you have an old radio like this one, this is very handy stuff right here. This is the deoxic fader Formula FN5. A little spritz right into the volume control, and you're ready to rock. Use the fader formula on all your potentiometers, volume, anything that has a slider, tone control. Do not use it on, don't use the D5 formula, the solvent-based ones, on your faders or potentiometers. That's the stuff you want. It's expensive, but it works fantastic. All right, let's go back.
For those listening on the radio, this is live special coverage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, the Honorable Joseph R. Biden Jr., and Vice President of the United States, the Honorable Kamala Devi Harris.
Okay, so that's going to be a thing. The whole video, okay. Let's have some fun, dudes. All right. Or dudettes. I do have some women viewers. You ladies rock. I need you guys to write in the comments section so my wife supports me more about radios. Well, you know, my wife's pretty cool. I got about 2 or 3 radios upstairs. What am I on? Okay.
Invited by Nebraska Senator Deb Fisher to perform this morning. One of several groups who are performing today. The crowd still giving a standing ovation.
This should be 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles west. We can check here with the...
president in American history. His wife, Usha Vance, already in the crowd awaiting her husband to come out into the Capitol Rotunda.
So Simon Conway is somewhere here. Now,
So that's neat. 175 miles west, sounding pretty like a local on this radio. Skyway was struggling a little bit. All right, cool.
exactly sure where he's positioned, if they've even allowed him inside the room.
And it's always with a prompt of Dr. King's words. And this year being, what are you doing for others? And boy, what better timing could we have? It is so...
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's north, south, east, west.
Things that take our attention, but what better timing than to think about what we can do for others?
Increasing consumers' electricity rates by more than 20%, despite promising lower rates. The Illinois State Board of Education.
640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, Black Information Network. There's nothing beats a nice, smooth analog tuning experience. I really like it. It's got bright audio. If that's not your thing, you might want something with a bigger speaker. But this is fantastic. It's easy. It's right vertical size. I love this dial, by the way. I mentioned it's curved. Yeah, I forgot to mention it's metal and it's curved. Look at that. Convex. Yeah. Okay, we're never going to get this bandstand done, but that's all right. Whoops. Volume.
For over 50 years, SEO has been
swim at Circa Resort and Casino. Get in on the action with a massive 143-foot screen, live game audio, temperature-controlled pools, and eye-catching pyrotechnics. Enjoy.
Pyrotechnics. Yeah, we love pyrotechnics. 670 The Score, WSCR Chicago, home of the Cubs. That's awesome.
Your spot now at CircaLasVegas.com.
It's the Start Sunday News Sales Event at Riverfront, where 35 years, promises given, promises delivered.
Honorable Jennifer A. Hemingway.
All right, as the Democrats come in,
leader,
and the other leadership,
and the Joint Congressional Committee on
start coming in now.
Democratic
to the executive orders, what gets focused on, what doesn't. There's only one way to look at Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of, or whatever he wants to do with it. I don't think you can do it unilaterally. You can change what you call something. In America, but you can't change what it is. By changing Mount McKinley back to McKinley from Denali, Obama changed.
Okay. Just looking at my dial. That was 720 WGN Chicago coming in. Like there's two people talking or something in that broadcast. Okay. They need to figure that out. Music here, 750 WNDZ, Portage, Indiana. Nice. Man, I'll bet you that stuff's copyrighted. If it is, you're going to hear a lot of beep. I usually add like a silence tone when I have to like do it my own manually editing of copyright music. It's pretty funny. But anyway, WBBM News Radio Chicago 780, again covering the inauguration of President Trump for second term.
From the play The Crucible to his role in the Congress, because every time I think...
So you can kind of tell the neutral stations from the right wing and left wing. This is left wing, 820 WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois. They're not really covering the inauguration. Same with 580. That's kind of a left wing station. Yeah, so it's interesting how that's playing out.
Let's just hope for that their incompetence, which is one of their best attributes.
Okay, let's see if we can pick up NOV out of Milwaukee, 860. Turning up the volume.
Raise the question, is there no bomb in Gilead? Is there no position there? Well,
okay, that doesn't sound like Trump or anybody giving a speech. That sounds like somebody else from way back. 860 WNOV, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to the north. 250 watts, by the way. Okay, this way here is East Lansing, Michigan. I don't think I'm going to pick it up. 195 miles to the east. Yeah, I think there's a hint of it right here. 870. I'm going to bring in a Terk Advantage passive loop. Always have one of these handy when you have an AM radio. Perpendicular to the internal ferrite antenna. Tune it up.
With his base in the house. The MTGs and all those people are going to be like, no, we can't compromise.
Can't seem to get it. That would be it. Okay, let's keep going. Lot to cover yet.
Longer sucking up to the Democrat Party. You have made me very angry. Very angry indeed. Very
Sounds like the Marvin the Martian or something. 890 WLS Chicago, the big 89.
Amazing stuff going on in Washington. Said history changes today because Donald Trump is back and he's on our side and the left is not on our side. And boy, are they not on President Trump's side.
Whether you're taking I've ever seen the kids. Life's a workout. Flexible. Exclusively at Kohl's. 15% off valid through January 20th.
Okay, I think this is 920 WOKY, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Fox Sports.
This is going to kill it this year.
Awesome. How can I help?
First, a new computer.
With Staples Home and Office Hot Deals, you save big on tech.
And new posters.
Save on custom printing, too.
And
that's a trip. I don't know what to make of that. We'll see. But the more I hear him speak, the more I kind of like him and kind of warm up to him. So I just thought I'd mention it to you because it's going on right now. 888-914-9149. Let's go to Patricio in Santa Maria, California. Good morning.
I think this is 930 WKBM, Sandwich, Illinois, Relevant Radio.
Thank you for answering my phone.
Happy to. Well,
call.
Happy to.
Okay, that music there is 940 WFAW, kind of sandwiched in between, no pun intended, between WKBM and WNTD, which is 930 and 950. So this is Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. Yeah, WFAW. Comes in better at night.
You're going to get four. If you had two things, plus two things, you're going to get four things.
So I went up. You can see here that it's the same exact broadcast, 950 WNTD Chicago Relevant Radio.
The 5-year-old is thinking about that.
When they become, as we all should be, the guardians of our country, through in peace, through adversity and
970 WHA Madison, Wisconsin.
4 years, and today it falls on Martin Luther King Day, a further reminder that.
Oh, there you go. Martin Luther King Day. That was okay. That's another thing I forgot about. So that's why we heard his speech. That's why we're in Inauguration Day on the same day. Wow. Pretty crazy. All right. Sure, it's happened before.
Equal justice under law.
Well, I'm going to go a little bit off the board. I'm going with Jared Goff.
Okay. It's an interesting one. And then we have... Do we have guesses from Jack and Brandon?
We do. I have texts from both, despite the fact that they're 10 feet from us. Jack is going with Aaron Rodgers.
1000 WMVP Chicago. Yeah, we'll get that going there. That's cool. They're talking sports. So if you don't want to listen to this inauguration stuff, you can tune away and tune to something else.
Wait, so it can't be Joe Flacco, can it?
It is not Joe Flacco.
Hold on. So who...
Okay, WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois, 1030. Which is interesting.
Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients.
Playing very patriotic music there. It's usually like Polsky radio. Okay, this is 1050 WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin, to the north.
52132.
So it's interesting, these controls. So the volume is like down to go up. That's why I'm like going the wrong way sometimes with the volume, and then the tuning's the other direction.
AM 1050 WLIP, Kenosha County Radar Weather, sponsored by
Mason's Eatery and Pub, open daily at 9 a.m. The best happy hour 2 until 5. Over 45 HD TVs and more than 100 beers to choose from. Mason's.
Over 100 beers to choose from. Could you imagine that? I'll take the I don't know, Coors Light, Super Light. I don't know. What do you guys got? Can I see a menu? A beer menu? They probably got those, actually. I'm being funny, but I don't hang out at a bar, so I don't know what they got. They probably got a beer guide or something.
WLIP. The following is a pre-recorded segment of... The content...
Slow process.
There's music here, kind of hidden between these two frequencies. 1060 WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, 95 miles east. I want to say it's kind of like a gospel, inspirational type music. All right.
FoxNewsHealth.com. Health call for help. Fox News.
Where Madison comes to play. 1070 The Game.
So what they say, 1070 The Game? Awesome. WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin, 70 miles to the northwest.
Pożyczanie samochodu na czas naprawy. Nie martw się, przyjedź do nas z kluczykami, a resztę załatwimy za ciebie.
WNWI, Oak Lawn, Illinois on 1080.
3200 773 6.
Vas a tu gimnasio temprano, haces ejercicio, corres.
1110 WXES, Chicago.
Levanta temprano, se nutre saludable.
Has already basically been done. The data is out there. And I'll ask the lawyer in the room with these full pardons.
Here's 1130 WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
If they were called in front of, let's say, a congressional committee to testify, I think so.
You know
right?
what the issue is that this has never been.
And prior to accepting Christ, I had a hideous temper. Dangerous.
Here's 1160 WYLL, Hope for Your Life, Christian Radio, Chicago, Illinois.
To play football, but I couldn't keep my mouth shut. And that I ruined that. But I'm not all that big. And I played with big guys.
Rudy!
How did I survive? I had a really bad temper. And I used to...
Awesome. 1180 WSQR, Sycamore, Illinois. The Q, I like to call it the squirrel because the squirrel's on my radio. Actually, they used to call themselves the squirrel. They don't anymore. Somebody probably advised them not to. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, we went from Michael Jackson to the mariachi band or something. WRTO Chicago on 1200. So the dial accuracy looks fairly dead on. I mean, it's pretty close to being accurate. I could probably adjust just a little bit on the tuning cap, but I haven't really messed with that. So you'll hear pops sometimes. It picks up discharges from me hitting the handle. It's not grounded to anywhere, I don't think, but yeah, it does pick it up. Probably because the antenna's right there. That tuning's cool. I mean, if you get it right, it sounds fantastic. Just nice, smooth, take your time. It's this tuning wheel's a little tighter for me because I think the dial string might be getting older. I mean, come on, it's 50 years old. Probably has the original dial string. Can you imagine? So this is 1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois.
Qué poca Mauser. Híjole. Nada más para adelantarles que ratito, regresando del corte, vamos a hablar de béisbol, de NBA.
General George Washington on his knees at Valley Forge, recalling Abraham Lincoln at his second inaugural.
1230 WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin. An agro station out of Wisconsin there. Yeah, not bad. If you want to learn how to farm, you listen to this station.
Remembering General George Patton's instructions to his soldiers as they began.
Завжди на висоті. Vector Graphics Studio займеться цим. Надаємо всі
1240 WSBC, Chicago.
компанії. Брендування транспорту, траків, трейлерів, машин.
He had a tough game, and he drops that two-point conversion to tie the game. So this is kind of to you, Mitch.
That's coming in nice and clear. I believe this is 1250 WSSP, Milwaukee. Usually never comes in as clear, but it is sub-zero temperatures, and I don't know if that helps the ground waves much, but it's a cold day.
think, like, I didn't win the game. Like, I kicked the last field goal. Like, I kicked the points to win it, but it's a game winner. All those things. If you don't make that game,
Statistics from respondents to Texas survey taker to please stay and hang out. This is not headline news.
Okay, I think that's country music playing there. 1260, this is WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin. I believe it's to the northwest as well, 60 miles away. Very cool, picking that up.
The game, and he didn't win.
New year, this inauguration day, we cannot err in relying upon that prayer from the Bible, upon which our president will soon place
1280 WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
the supplications of King Solomon for wisdom as he began his governance. God of our fathers, in your
King
wisdom,
Solomon.
you set man to govern your creatures, to govern in holiness and justice, to render justice with integrity. Give our leader wisdom.
Looking for 1290, I don't hear it. Let's keep going.
Progression.
It makes, like, what is that, lowrider, like, but with a drug commercial? That's wrong. 1310 WIBA, Madison, Wisconsin.
Retinal detachment or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or...
That's wrong. There we go. We passed a couple mixing stations. There was 1330 and 1340 where they fight for dominance between two different stations, which I just kind of passed up because it's kind of hard to listen to those. But this is 1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois, College Town. They're probably not listening to this, probably listening to in a doctor's office, but not at the campus, I'm guessing. But there could be some retro dudes and chicks running around listening to this with their AM radio. Can you imagine this? I'm walking around with this radio. I mean, that would be a cool thing. Yeah, I'd love to see that. You know, stop pressing on the phone, text, and like, just tune a one wheel. Get your information with one wheel and 4 AA batteries. Or plug it in. Anywhere. AC power. No cable required. It's included. Okay, next one should be a music station. 1380 WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. Okay, 1390 WGRB, Inspirational Radio, or Inspiration Radio, I think it is. Chicago, Illinois. Can't beat that song, huh? This is an oldie but an awesome one. 1400 WRGN, Racine, Wisconsin. I hope a lot of these songs live on. I mean, generations are, getting different, and, we're hearing more the 90s and 2000s, and these are disappearing. So, all right.
Org, if you can out for yourself. It's very good too, of course. Take a look at it and find it for yourself. That's cspan.org. They have it currently live, coming up right now. So stay tuned, of course, for that. This does wrap it up here for the 10 o'clock hour as we approach the 11 o'clock hour into the show.
WRMN, Elgin, Illinois.
Area. I'll also touch base with what is going to be coming up tomorrow during Out to Lunch and also Wednesday. So stay tuned for that.
Out to Lunch. Yeah, she sells like gift certificates or something.
WEEF, Deerfield, Northbrook, Chicago, and FM 99.1, W256 DC, Deerfield, Chicago's in-language Euro station.
Wow, I don't think I've heard a call, letters, or identification for this station in a long time. 1430 WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois.
immigrants, clean energy, and nothing we can do about it but watch this stuff. So I appreciate you.
1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois. We're almost through.
I'm going to make you happy because we're going to cut your taxes too.
Because we're going to cut your taxes too.
Barely picking up 1450 WRLL, the Rio Cicero, Illinois. Interesting. What the hell? I love this music. It's like death metal or something. WPJX Zion, Illinois on the AM band. I love it. 1500. So country music on 1490 wasn't coming in. What's going on there? I love my Iron Country. I want to fix on the AM radio. I go to that station. All right, hold on. Yeah, it's a pretty choppy signal on 1490 Iron Country, WGEZ, Beloit, Wisconsin. That's awesome. These guys, they're crazy. I think we're getting a hint of like 1540, maybe 1560. Just gonna go up the band here because not much here to listen to. We should be able to pick up 1640. Okay, that country music there is 1570 WFRL. Yeah, I'll put a pop up here. 60 miles away, I believe. Southeast.
It was so cold, they moved inside the castle rotunda with some reports said their chance to go past the wall. And the fundraiser for the Abundant Life
1580, okay, so WTTN, Watertown, Wisconsin.
Post 534 raised $3,500 to go into that account. Able to meet back or research center.
별로 뭐 축복할 것이 아닌데도
Right next to it, 1590 WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
줄을 쓴다는 거 이런 것들도 참 인내심이.
Now we're headed to the top, or it should just be nothing, but actually should be able to pick up 1640. Let's hopefully get that. Turn it up.
Receive the individualized care and attention you deserve. No bureaucracy banking. Information at time.bank. That's time.bank. Member FDIC.
You can now donate real estate to benefit Relevant Radio. We accept any property type, land, residential, commercial, in any location.
1640 WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin, Relevant Radio. That's where it tops out, I think.
Or deferred maintenance are no problem. All loans.
Basketball over the weekend, wins, losses, Bucks rumors that are floating around out there, just in case you didn't know.
Very cool. 1670 WOZN, Madison, Wisconsin. Okay, so it goes to 1670 during the day. Rock on. I could only get 1650 last night. Cool.
As well, there's a way the Bucks could get in on the deal without.
I love that. Freebie.
Him for the deal between Phoenix and Miami to be viable.
Check it, and then we'll call it.
Would be involved as far as matching salaries go. So could the Bucks end up with something like that? Whether it's Bradley Beal or Jimmy Butler or what have you.
Man,
according to Mark,
this is struggling. This is not.
Have in the past expressed interest in Butler, but they have been more frequently painted as.
Oh, picking up just 1690 at the top.
George Floyd tragically was about a year.
Just a hint of it.
All kind of incredible things to create opportunities for people who've been excluded historically.
Dr. King's writings continue to play a pivotal role in
Sweet, it's up to 1690 even. Wow, okay, great. So we're done. Go ahead and turn that off. There it is, the band scan of the 1493. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give a big like if you did. You guys are the best. Rockin'. Get yourself something classic, 70s style. Have it sitting there on the shelf looking all awesome. Plug it in, turn it on. Show it off to your friends, family members, neighbors, if you're walking around with it outside. I mean, come on, man. Take it outside. Have fun. I mean, that's what this thing's easy to carry around. Why do it? It's about the size of a good hardback book, right? Yeah. Hardback, hardcover. You know what I meant. But no, take it out, have fun. That's what these are about. You know, like I said, you go out there, you get one for $20. It's easy to maintain. You take the back off, you have access to almost everything. A couple screws to take the main board off so you can get to the other things, like these switches here. It's easy to work on. So if you're a tinkerer and you like to work on your radios and maintain them, you can't go wrong with a Panasonic. I mean, most of these models from the 70s are just so easy to maintain. I love it. So you definitely get yourself one and have a good time, especially if you like the AM band. You don't need any FM because FM's everywhere anyway. It's on your Bluetooth speaker, it's on your radio, it's on your phone. I mean, it's everywhere, FM. So yeah, why don't you just get the AM radio and one band, buddy? It's all you need. I know shortwave, no single sideband, but come on, guys. It's AM radio, dude. Is what it is. Anyway, subscribe with the bell icon. You guys are the best. I don't know. I tell you every time I do that, and every other channel in the world tells you to do that. I don't know. Just do whatever you want to do. But if you do hit the bell notification thing, the cool thing about that is I do a lot of deals, like almost like a radio every day. Maybe some history, but mainly deals I find, and I post them on my community section. So those who are subscribed and have that bell notification clicked get in on those deals all the time. And people comment down below. We'll tell you they've probably cashed in on a few of those cool deals on radios. Not quite like this, but like the newer ones. They'll tell you all about that. Special codes I get sometimes from companies. I send them my way because they love me. Yeah. So that's how that works. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the Panasonic R-1493 classic AM tuning, one band, this whole radio. Would it be something you'd want to pick up and you actually use in 2025 and beyond? I mean, let me know. I mean, I really want to hear your opinion if you think it's even relevant with all these multi-band radios running around. You can pick up, you can get these fancy high-performance ones. But does the old school analog appeal to you? Does this, the old way of making things appeal to you? The made in Japan, the UL listing where you're not going to have a fire hazard, hopefully. Those things. Just let me know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.